Did you get a new camera?
Yeah.
Was it fun to take pictures?
Yeah.
So here's our first stop of today. This is the Genesee coal mine's been operating, or coal power plant has been operating since 1989 from the surface mine over there. And of course we're just having fun as we walk around because we're on vacation. Alright, do it again.
Race to money. Ready? Yeah.
So interesting thing we just learned. They use purified water in these plants, or at least this one does. I would assume that has to do with limiting any sort of mineral buildups inside the system. So if anybody's a power station engineer type of person, correct me if I'm wrong. So there's a haul truck. That's big, eh?
Oh, look how big it is up there.
Yeah.
That's the engine.
So there's Uncle Nathan's favorite motor.
What is it?
It's a Detroit diesel.
Oh. Why does he like that one the best?
Oh, just he likes Detroits. How old is it?
65 years.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go look at it. Oh, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? Just... So that's a 6-meter thick coal seam exposed on the surface near the Genesee power plant in central Alberta. You chewing on the grass? Don't know where she got it from. Got the wrong end though. Trees, they're all kind of brown and black. That's where the forest fire came. So this is my favorite thing about government road construction. There's no way we can sneak by this with whatever. So after 1,100 kilometers, we're finally out of Alberta and into BC on our road trip. So we're about 1,200 kilometers into the trip at this point, and we're stopped alongside of the road at the Taylor Hill in BC, Columbia, British Columbia. And we're having some supper before we keep on rolling. So kind of the first official white presence was this Alexander Mackenzie in the Northwest Fur Company. Alexander Mackenzie is kind of the Canadian equivalent of Lewis and Clark. And Tuktoyaktuk, where we're going, is built on the Mackenzie Delta, which is the Mackenzie River, which was named after Alexander Mackenzie. Time for supper. So we had a bit of a change in plans. We were going to stop in a place called Pink Mountain. But as we rolled into Pink Mountain, we got alerts on our phone saying that everything east of Pink Mountain was being evacuated from a forest fire. So we're rolling on to our next location, so we'll be a day ahead of schedule. So for a little perspective, it should be bright daylight outside. You can't even see the sun. So this is ash falling from the sky. Almost looks like snow. You can see all that stuff falling. It's forest fire ash. That's been sitting here for just a few minutes. So this is the campsite for the night alongside the road. It's 11 o'clock BC time, so midnight. As we're from Alberta and we're in BC now, we're an hour ahead on Pacific time, so 11 o'clock here is midnight for us. Makes for a late night driving, especially with kids. However, it doesn't say no parking. Nice and quiet. Hardly any traffic on this road, so it's actually pretty nice. So we got farther than we intended for day 2. Yeah, signing off for day 2.